Hello guys, my name is Alex and welcome to something very special. I had an idea for a while that I want to share. This isn't gaming, and the picture of Anti-Venom will have something to do with it. So please listen. This may be something revolutionary. It may be a dot. It may be something that I saw and I kept in my subconscious. If someone already made this idea, please leave me a link. Like tell me. But I have an idea to make a symbiote-esque suit. Something that nanotechnology and nanotechnology has been trying for a while and trying to design nanobots. But I think that I just skipped all of the things that we need and literally just took the prize. Listen, the whole system will work on magnets and very special magnets. The magnets I'm gonna go into later. Iron shavings and spacers, which are gonna be like an iron shaving and then some non-magnetic material on the other side. Now listen, the magnets can be connected to the internet or another sort of controlling, and you're gonna use an external computer to manipulate them. But there's also a different way to do it. The magnets are the special thing. About, I think, like a year ago, maybe even less, scientists have found out a way to direct magnets potentially and make them a lot stronger and a lot smaller. And that is literally the whole thing that my project is banking on. Smaller is better. Also, there are gonna be small iron shavings. When you use a file to file down some iron, even smaller than that. So very, very fine iron dust. And the whole thing kind of ends there, quote unquote. You won't need an external suit to put on. It will literally be like a symbiote, which is like the main thing that I want to do. It won't give you like superpowers, super strength. Well, it depends. Because if the magnets are programmed correctly, it can make you a lot stronger, a lot faster. Because what I can do, as you can see, Anti-Venom, a human is like about a torso. Literally be a mech. Like you've been in the torso and the legs will move on, but your legs, you literally have to stand. The arms, they will just go on themselves because someone else is controlling it. That is the one way. Another way is you having a you've seen those videos when they control drones with those things on their head. Those measure brain activity and brain impulse. Where brain activity is, you could practically have that built here. Or a third way to control it is VR, of all things. But using VR would remove the danger, and that is it would make it real easy. Now the way they will get power, it will use a Tesla coil, which is the main way. It will use also induction. You've seen those new Apple iPads actually, and their new fancy pens. They charge over induction, wirelessly. The exact same way that newer phones with glass backs and wireless charging can charge wirelessly. So that would kind of be the main way. But we're saying probably but there's iron on it because it doesn't go through iron. You're right. But what will happen is you have a top layer because of a mixture. You have magnets and iron down there beneath, and then you have a layer of like small induction coils. They'll take energy, and there are a couple of ways that also it could use batteries or a nuclear reactor, a fission or a fusion reactor. Like all of those are a possibility, but I think that the Tesla coil would be the best because if it was used in everyday use, then the Tesla coil 100% is a must. But if it isn't, then actually probably the batteries. And also, where will this be used? I'm thinking about that. I would hope if it could be used like in, every day, because you didn't have to put on clothes, all of that. It would make life a lot easier. Surgery would be a lot easier. Um, Literally everything would be a lot easier. But one place where it can really freaking be used effectively and well is in the battlefield. It could save soldiers' lives, which is kind of the main thing. It could block wounds. It could protect you from bullet shots. It would be light, which is the main thing about it. Like, it would be the perfect thing. But some people are, it just would be the perfect thing, because soldiers carry very heavy battle armor, very like heavy equipment. You could practically cut it all in half. And then things that could be added on it, you could use something like liquid nitrogen, helium, hydrogen, to practically, because if you're, for example, putting on the suit, because it would probably be like in a container or something, it would take probably like go 3 or 4 seconds. Here, I'm thinking that it drops below negative 100, maybe 80 Celsius, it will become a superconductor. And that would mean that it would just really move fast and won't create heat. This is the second thing, heat. If, for example, you're in the wilderness and it's cold, the suit can actually vibrate like Barry Allen at a molecular level to heat itself up. This can be controlled by the processor and stuff like that. But current processors are not strong enough. But hopefully, like in maybe 4 or 5 years, they will be strong enough to support this. They probably could support like a whole arm or a glove, but a full body set, I doubt that it would be possible to do that. The next thing that it also can do is it can vibrate so hard that it actually starts to melt. And this is good bad. It is good because this will allow you to cook food, to make solid shapes, to make to do stuff like that. But you couldn't get it back because it will get literally just melted in. Also, you will probably lose quite a bit of magnets, which is one thing that is kind of considered. I'm considering still. And also, one of the last things it can do is the iron could be surrounded by an OLED or a Super AMOLED display-esque technology. The exact same way induction and stuff like that, it could be charged. What could this mean? Extremely good camouflage. I mean, when I say extremely good camouflage, I mean I can sit in a chair in a white room and just disappear. Like that good camouflage. Also, it could mean like for fashion, a pretty good thing, because fashion changes, you change. It is kind of something that people don't think about, but that is one of the biggest problems with nanotechnology, because it is mass production, which is literally iron shavings and magnets. Then processor power, which I also have a problem with, but I don't have as big of a problem as current nanotechnology has. And the third thing is the supplying of power. I practically fixed 2 of them, and the third one is on the way. I mean, back with you. Look at it was a weird video, and it is something that not a lot of people would like hearing or understand, but it is something that I wanna share with you before someone has the exact same idea and gets millions off it. No, I'm just kidding. I do wanna help the world grow and be better. But yeah, guess I'll catch you next one. Peace. It was a weird video, and it is something that not a lot of people would like hearing or understand.